YouTube channel. This is Felix Art. This is the part 2 on light skin tutorial. So guys, in the first video I showed you guys how to do the sketch. Now on this part 2 I'll show you guys how to add the color, that is the color foundation. So now you can see in the last video I did, this layer right here, I didn't merge this layer to this other one. Okay, so like I left this one right there. So now what we just do is that you just go to this layer right here, then you click the plus button. Okay, so once you click the plus button, then you create a new layer. That is it. Okay, so we are going to add the color foundation. So I will go to this reference right there, then increase the opacity to 100%. Okay, then you just use the color picker. Just click this right here, then you use your color picker to pick on the cloth like this. So like you can select from any side you want. So I'm going to use this color right here, or this one. Okay. So now once you pick the color, now you're going to close. I'm going to close this reference right here. Then you go back to this layer. Okay. So now I'm going to use the tool called paint tamperd. Okay, I'll just increase the size, then start adding the color. Okay. So guys, once you're done, first let me. Okay. I'm going to erase this part. Go to this layer and erase this right here. Then let me add this right here. So now guys, when doing the sketch is very, let's say, for beginners it will be very hard to get a very good sketch, because I experienced the same thing that during those years I was practicing how to sketch on my phone. So like you will feel the same way I feel, like it will be very hard getting it, because you'll be drawing like those sketch won't be very accurate. Like it will have some gallops on the lines. It won't look as good as you want it to look like, but I believe daily practice will improve your sketch. Okay, so for those who are using their iPad or tablet to sketch, the best way for you is to use a glove. Okay, that's a glove will make your sketch look very good. So now I'm going to erase this this color foundation. That's the cloth. Okay, you can see how I use the hard eraser. Okay, like you can just click this tool right here, then you found the hard eraser, then you start erasing. So now once you're done with the cloth, then you go down again to this layer, then you click the plus button to create a new layer. So I use these two colors when doing light colored skin and dark colored skin. So I use the E23 for dark colored skin, then I use the E33 for light colored skin people. So now I will use the A33 because the reference here says it's a light skin colored person. So I will use the A33. Okay. So once you use the A33, make sure to create a new layer. Okay, like this layer here will be under this cloth foundation. Okay, so once you start adding the color like this, then you use your hard eraser. So guys, I'm going to take the background down like this. I'll just take it down to, let's say, 50%. Okay, I'll just take it down to 50 so that you can see the finger gestures. Okay, so that you see how I erase. So when erasing this part, you just need to be very careful. Okay, you just need to be very careful when erasing all these parts. Going to be erasing this part like this. So now guys, you can see. Then I'll go back to this layer and erase this part right here. So once you're done, you can take it back to the color you want. Just take the color, the background color to 100 if you want, or you can do it to any color you want. Okay, you can set it to any color you want, but mine is just white. I just want it white. Okay, so now what we'll do here is that this layer right here, you just click the plus button. Okay, so like this layer here is going to be separate from, like it's going to be in the middle. Okay, like it will be above this color foundation. That's the face. Okay, so once this right here is over, then you just create a new layer. Then this is it. So now we are going to use the first tool. Okay, so like there are many tools that you can choose from. So the tools I use, my artworks, the hard airbrush, the flow airbrush, then the smudge round bristle brush for blending enter by shade. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to this layer right here, then click duplicate, then I'll drag it to the top, and then click duplicate again. So now I'm going to open this. Okay, then click on transform, then I'll keep it here, somewhere here. Okay, so I'll use the hard eraser to erase this part of the ear side so that I will see what I'm doing. Okay, now so the first place to start shading, like I said every time, is the forehead. You just need to get the forehead first. Okay, so like just once you get the forehead, then you move to the eyes. Okay, so this part 2 won't cover up all the things I'm going to do here. So like let's say I will take my time to do the forehead, then the eyes, then going to the nose part. Okay, so what we just do here is that you go back to this layer. Like I said, just make sure to put the layer above this colored foundation. That's the face. So this layer right here, we are going to use the tool. We are going to use the flow airbrush. Okay, so that is the tool that we're going to use. So now you might be taking which color to use for the dark skin color, for a light skin colored person. So I use the palette I made up myself. Okay, so I'll use the light color. I'll use this light color. So what we just do here is that you can see that this right here, you can see this right here. Okay, this right here is a little bit dark, so you just go right here, then you add like this. Okay, so once you add that part, then you just do something like this. You just increase the size, then you take it like this. Okay, then I'll add some shadows right here. Just add a little bit shadow shading like this. Okay, sorry. Now once you have done something like this, it's time to use the smudge brush. Okay, so on this smudge brush, there's no settings, like you don't need any setting. Just make sure that your strength is 30%. Okay, just make sure that the strength is 30%. So I will go back to my smudge round bristle brush, then set the flow to 5%. So once you set the flow to 5%, then you start doing it like this. Okay, then we are going to blend this like this. Just blend this side like this. Okay, then you start doing it like this. You can see that's the forehead. So once that side is done, I'm going to drag here down like this. Just drag here down like this. So now once that side is done, you can take here out again. You just take here like this, then you blend. Okay, so once that is done, then you just look at the reference. Okay, just look at the reference. I'm going to start from the eyes. Okay, the eyes. So what we do here is that you can create a new layer if you want, but I don't need to create a new layer. Okay, so I'll just continue from that side. You use the hard airbrush. Okay, you just use the hard airbrush. Start from the eyes side. Start adding this, like just add this color here. Just need to shade this side first. So once that is done, then use your smudge brush, then you start blending it. Just keep on blending. So now once you're done blending, then use the hard airbrush, then you shade this side like this, because you can see in the reference this side here is a little bit darker. Okay, so you just use the hard airbrush to shade this side like this. Okay, then you add this part like this. Okay, then use your smudge brush. Make sure that you set it to 5. Just set the flow to 5%. Then you just keep on blending it like this. Then you take here like this. Then you blend the other side too. Please guys, once you are blending, just look at the reference when blending. Okay, just look at the reference to know if you are getting it. Even if one side will take you a whole day, just use that time. Don't rush. Just keep on doing what you see on the reference. Okay, because once you just rush like that, you won't get it very well. Like, you won't get it the way it is. Okay, so just look at the reference, make sure that you are getting it. So guys, so once that side is done, then we are going to switch to the other side. Okay, so first I will use the hard airbrush, then shade this side here. You shade this right here. Then we'll add some shades above the lines like this. Then we'll add another one here again above the line like this. Then use your smudge brush. Let me shade this side. Okay, so once you are done with the shadings, then use your smudge brush to blend. Just make it look smooth. So once you are done, just use the hard airbrush. Use the hard airbrush to shade here again, just to make it look dark. So now guys, once you are done, then we are going to use the flow airbrush, because if I use the hard airbrush to do this shade, it won't look very good. Okay, so just use the flow airbrush. Okay, use the flow airbrush because the flow airbrush is less thicker than the hard airbrush. Okay, so you just increase the size like this and you just do something like this. Okay, just look at the reference, then you add this. Once you add the first stroke, then you add the second stroke. Okay, then you add again. So add more again. So once you add that part, now you can use your smudge brush to take it like this. Then we're going to take here down like this. So guys, what you do here is that you just use the floor airbrush, then you add this dark shade like this, then use your smudge brush to blend. So now I will take the flow to 10%, then take here up like this. Then I'm going to take it back again to 5%, then I'll blend. So this part here, I'll just make sure to blend this side very well, just to make it look very good. So now guys, once I'm done that part, then I'm going to change the height sack. So you can use your hard airbrush, okay. Then you draw something like this. You just do some shades like this. Then use your smudge brush to blend. So guys, when blending, please just take your time to blend, okay. Just take your time, you don't need to rush. Take your time when blending. You just have to look at the reference. Just look at the reference, then you blend it the way you see it. Just keep on blending. No need to rush. So now mine looks like he's feeling sick. So what I'll just do is that I'll use the smudge brush. Just play with this smudge brush, then you just take the flow down to 2%, then you blend like this. Then you can use your flow airbrush to add this. Okay. So now once you're done, you can take the flow again. Just on that smudge brush, just take the flow to 2%. Then you drag here down like this. Just drag here down. You can also blend it. You can just blend it like this. You can blend it like this. So now guys, once you're done with that part, okay, I need to add some shades right here. Okay, so we are using the one color since then to shade, okay. You don't need to switch to any darker color. We are using this one to shade since then. We are using the first color, that's the light color, to shade since then, okay. We don't need to switch. I'm going to take the flow to 5%, then you take this side up like this, then you blend. So now let's say you are doing this part and yours looks somehow bad. you can use the soft eraser. Just take the flow to, let's say, 10%. Then you can erase some parts that you don't like. Let's take it down, let's say to 5%. Then you erase. Okay. So now I have to complete this side very well. I can use the flow airbrush. Just add something like this. Okay. Then use the smudge brush to blend. So guys, like I said, when blending, please just take your time. You will get better when you are practicing every time. Like you don't need to rush. Because the very first time I got this type of shading, I shade the head for, let's say, 2 to 3 hours before I knew what I was doing. Just need to focus on the reference. Just need to focus on the reference itself. So I'll use the soft eraser to erase this part. Okay. So now guys, that is it. Okay. So now we are going to create a new layer. Okay, so like we are going to create a new layer. So we are going to create a new layer because we are going to shade the nose. So you just create a new layer. Okay. So this new layer right here, we are going to be shading the nose. So guys, what you just do is that use your flow airbrush. Just set it like this. Okay. So now you can see how I'm adding some shadings like this using the flow airbrush. So what you just do here, you can see how I'm adding all these shades right here. Okay, so once you are done adding this type of shading, then use your smudge brush, take the flow to 4%, then start blending. I'm going to join this, just going to join these parts. Okay. Now guys, you can see how I'm blending it like this. I set the flow to 4%. Then you can blend it like this, the way it is. Then I'm going to use the hard eraser to add this shadow like this. Then you add another one here again. Then use your smudge brush to blend. So guys, next time I might use a very good reference to teach you how I blend, because this reference I'm using doesn't have very good details, because I can't see the nose very well, but I'll just do it like that. Okay, like I'll just show you guys how to use the smudge brush for light skin person. So this requires a very, let's say you need to just take your time. You don't need to rush when doing this type of work. So I will take the float to 10%, then I'll just drag here like this. Okay, then also drag here like this. Oops, I have to take the float back to 5%, then I'll merge. Just need to blend that side very well. Okay guys, once you are done, okay, you can see that the nose looks looks bigger, but no need to worry. We are going to adjust that later on. First, just go back to this color circle. Then I will pick this color, that's the dark one. Then use the hard airbrush to shade the inner nose. Okay, shade this part also. So now I will go back to the nose just to adjust it. Okay, just to adjust the nose, I will take the float to 6%, then adjust it like this. Okay, so now I've adjusted the nose. You can see that the nose doesn't look big that much again. Going to blend here like this. Then use your hard eraser to erase this part like this. So now guys, we are going to stop here. Okay, let me add this right here. Let me add the last shade down. We are going to add. So I made the nose more thick, okay, because I set the flow to 10%. That was why I made it thick. I mean, that's why it's a little bit thick. So I'm using flow 6, like I just set the flow to 6. So guys, like the more you set the flow, like the more you increase the flow, then the way the brush reacts when you blend. Okay, so guys, this is it right here. I'm going to add one final touch, then going to stop. So I'm going to add this right here. So now guys, we are going to stop here. Okay, this is the part 2. Get ready for the part 3. Thanks for watching.